Evening, everyone, and welcome to the West Gym up on top of beautiful Burnaby Mountain, where Simon Fraser University sits perched above the BC Lower Mainland. I'm Matthew Avery, and joined alongside me is Sam Rowan. We have a great game on tap for you tonight between your SFU clan and the Seattle Pacific Falcons. And Sam, the clan are coming off a split on their Oregon road trip.
Yeah, not a bad split, all things considered, but win's crucial at this point. Now more and more of an uphill climb for Simon Fraser over these last couple of weeks, and facing off against a really strong Falcons team tonight, ranked in the top 25 in D2 for the first time since the preseason, one of the top three-point shooting teams in the country, all around a very efficient, balanced offense, so it's going to be a challenge for Simon Fraser tonight.
And you mentioned they're a strong team, and part of the reason they're so strong is they're so efficient from three range.
Yeah, we look at their shooting numbers in general, ranking in the top 25 in Division II in overall shooting, free throw percentage, and from behind the three-point arc. So elite in all of those categories. Perhaps Simon Fraser and Julian Roche especially can take advantage at the offensive end. They don't have a ton of size and physicality, but they move the ball around really well. They shoot the rock, obviously, quite well. And Simon Fraser needs these wins. Seattle Pacific hasn't dropped a game in a long, long time in the GNAC. Only one loss this year against Fairbanks. So, tall task for Simon Fraser tonight.
Absolutely. It will be one heck of a game, and we'll have it for you right after this. Player intros and anthems up now. We'll step away for a bit and come back right after this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the West Gym for tonight's
All right, the player intros are done, the anthems are sung, and we're ready to play some basketball here as we get underway as the SFU Clan take on the Seattle Pacific Falcons. Tip-off coming up here. Julian Roche will be the big man here for the Clan. And he wins it back to Provenzano. We're underway now. Here's Provenzano. Across the line, calling his plays. Dishes over to Spence. Spence. Up to Roche. Roche hands it off to Provenzano. Making some moves. Looking for options. Fires it across to Spence. That pass is tipped out of bounds. But it will be Clan basketball still.
You have to think that the Falcons know that for Simon Fraser, our priority is going to be getting the ball to Roche inside.
Provenzano finds Singh up high. Dishes back off to Provenzano. Provenzano. Shot clock winding down now. Pulls up. Can't get it to go. Falcons grab the rebound, come back the other way. Here's number 13. Moffitt across the line. Taking on Spence. That switches to Pilata. Moffitt. Passes to Cavill. Cavill. Into the corner. Good look from three, and they nail it. That's Colosimo. Didn't have a whole lot of time or space, but made no mistake on that one. Here's Pilata now, the other way for the Clan. Drives to the net hard. Pulls up. Ball stripped, and back come the Falcons. Now a foul is called against number 0, Spence. So we Falcons basketball now. As Cavill looks for options. He finds Anderson. Now up high for Moffitt. Dishes back. Anderson, good look. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound now. Pilata comes away with it. Pilata across the line for the Clan. Drives hard to the net. Tries a shot. That was blocked. Kicks it back out to Provenzano. Provenzano pulls up. Little floater. He nails it.
Yeah, and the aggressiveness in the lane from Simon Fraser early on is good. It's something they need to keep up here if they want to be competitive.
And another foul is called against Spence. He's not too thrilled about that one. So Moffitt starts out with it. Contested hard by Pilata there. Now taking his time, slowing things down. Steps back, gets around his check. Puts it down low. And here's Fullerton, tries a shot. Doesn't get the basket, but he is fouled. So Philip Fullerton will go to the line now. The Beaverton, Oregon native. And he misses his first shot. Fullerton shooting 72% coming into this one. He does nail the second one though. overall, Falcons, pretty good free throw shooting team. 80% overall. Coming to this one. Provenzano now. To Spence. Spence. Looking for options. Pulls up. Now kicks it back out to Balata. Balata. Tried a shot. That was kind of blocked. Ball goes out of bounds and will be Clan basketball.
Yeah, and the longer Simon Fraser can keep this low scoring, the better. That's the kind of game they want to be in. Long, drawn-out possessions, try to wear down Seattle Pacific physically.
Here's Balata now. Back to Provenzano. Provenzano runs into trouble. Back to Balata up high. Shot clock winding down now. Balata tried another shot. That was blocked. Whistle goes and a foul is called.
And we've seen very active hands from Seattle Pacific defensively, getting their paws in there and just getting a whack on the ball and caused a few turnovers early on for Simon Fraser. So we see a couple substitutions for the home team here.
Yeah, Michael Hannon will check in. So will number 24, Drew Bryson. They'll replace Balata and Spence. Now here's Anderson, right across the line. Heavily contested. Finds Cavill. Back to Moffitt. Moffitt. Kicks it over to Anderson. Now down low for Cavill. Tried a shot. That was no good. The Clan come away with it. Here's Provenzano across the line now. Stops up. Hands it off to Singh. Good look from three. No good. Asking for a foul after that one. Here's Cavill. Dishes off. Now Moffitt. Over to Cavill. Drives. Spins. Tries a little floater. That's no good. Falcons fight for the rebound. Now long lead pass from Roche up to Singh. Jazz Singh lays in another two.
That's a good start from Simon Fraser. Definitely bringing some energy at both ends of the court early on. Nice lay-in from Singh there.
Both teams have had a lot of chances. Not a whole lot of scoring so far, but that's a good look there from the Falcons. That's no good. Provenzano now. Into the paint. Kicks out to Hannon. Hannon. Out to Provenzano. Provenzano back to Hannon. Over the top for Julian Roche. That ball is knocked out of bounds. The referee saying it will be Falcons basketball.
And I think if we go way back to the Hawaii tournament that Simon Fraser played before the Christmas break, they beat a ranked team in D2, so they certainly have that ability. It's just been a consistency factor night in, night out. Hopefully Simon Fraser can keep this up tonight because they've got the tools. They just got to put it all together.
Moffitt now drives hard to the net. Can't get it to go. Roche grabs the rebound. Slows things down a little bit. Here's Provenzano now across the line. Back to Roche. Now Hannon. Hands it off to Bryson. Now Provenzano. Provenzano steps back. Gets around his check into the paint. Spins. Shoots. Can't get it to go. Didn't get all of that. Now Colosimo. Back to Moffitt. Moffitt down to Cavill. Cavill drives. Foul is called. And it will be against the Falcons, so it'll be Clan basketball. They'll take another timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout as well. As the SFU, Clan, and the Falcons tied at 4. 5 minutes into this one. All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University with the SFU Clan. Currently tied with the Seattle Pacific Falcons, 4-4. It's over 4 minutes into this one.
And neither team shooting very good percentage from the field, but importantly as well, Simon Fraser doubling up SPU on rebounds so far. 5 of their 6 rebounds defensive, so that's going to be key in this one.
Yeah, not a whole lot of offense so far in this game. Seattle Pacific shooting 1 for 6, and Simon Fraser 2 for 6 from the field. Now here's Roche. Roche back to Hannon. Over to Bryson. Bryson over the top down to Singh. That pass is just out of his reach. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Falcons basketball.
That's Simon Fraser with their 4th turnover already. That is something they're going to want to watch out for here.
They just quite haven't figured out how to get past this Falcons defense yet. Always seems to be an arm or a hand in the way. And now here's Olsen for the Falcons. Falcons goes for a walk to Anderson. Anderson hands it off. Here's Moffitt, drives, kicks it over to Olsen. Olsen contested by Bryson. Now goes the other side of the court for Moffitt. Moffitt to the paint, drives. Ball was stripped out of his hands, and it will be Clan basketball now. Provenzano over to Hannon. Good look from 3. Can't get it to go. Now a bit of a fight for the rebound now. The Falcons come away with it. Al Marty. They head to Anderson. Now here's Olsen. Olsen gets around his check. Pass it over to El Marty. El Marty. Now Moffitt. Down low. He finds Anderson. And a foul is called. Foul will be against Provenzano. Will be Falcons basketball now, deep in the SFU Clan zone.
Yeah, it's a size matchup that SFU is probably going to want to stay away from in the post there.
Cavill up high to Moffitt. Moffitt drives to the paint, tries a shot, that was blocked. The referee says it went off an SFU hand. But now the decision is reversed, he thinks better of it.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you could understand if a foul was called there, but as far as the trajectory of the ball, it's pretty obvious that that was straight out of bounds.
Here's Provenzano now, slowly across the line. Over to Hannon. Up high to Roche. Roche fires a pass for Singh. Too hot to handle, but he comes away with it. Now the ball's stripped, and it'll be Falcons basketball. Here's Olsen. Comes in, and he lays in another 2.
And the Falcons just so active with those hands in the lane. Simon Fraser needs to take care of the rock here.
Provenzano now in the corner. Over the top for Singh. Singh looking for options, backs into his check. Into the paint, spins, and lays in another 2. Jazz Singh using all that height. Now long lead pass. Here's Olsen, pulls up. Can't get it to go, that rolled around. Here's Provenzano now. Provenzano across the line to Hannon. Slowing things down. Down to Bryson. Banks that one in.
I don't see too many of those little touch shots off the glass anymore, but nice skill from Bryson there.
Part of it may be SFU adapting to this Falcons defense. They're not getting the looks they're used to, so they're trying something different. Here's Moffitt now, taking his time. Now drives at the paint. Gets a layup, and a foul is called. So Devontae Moffitt will go to the line now. Shooting 81.6% so far this year from the line. And he misses his shot. Singh grabs the rebound. Here's Provenzano. Provenzano down to Bryson. Hands it off. Now back to Bryson. Here's Provenzano. Here's Roche. Fakes the shot. Kind of lost the handle on it. Tried to pass to Hannon, but that was broken up. Now the Falcons come back the other way. Another layup for Moffitt.
And Moffitt, the leading scorer for the Falcons, 4th overall in the GNAC in scoring. A couple nice baskets these last few minutes here.
Provenzano now. Slowing things down a little bit. Finds Bryson. Down to Singh. Singh looking for options. Now drives it to the paint himself. The basket's not allowed. The foul is called.
Yeah, foul on the floor, but nonetheless, you think that Jasdeep Singh getting in the post, seems like a recipe for success, and it's something that at times during the year he's gotten away from. You know, he's a forward that thinks like a guard, likes taking the three-point shot, but when that post game's so effective, sometimes you just want to see him use it.
Coming back into the game now, Spence. And he's joined by number 15, Graham Miller. They replace Roche and Singh. Now Provenzano up high. Provenzano, take his set. Now he pulls up. He nails it. Cheeky little two there from Michael Provenzano. Now the Falcons almost get that pass picked off. Here's Colosimo. Back up high. Anderson. Anderson now over to Olsen. Olsen tries a shot. That's no good, but a foul is called.
Simon Fraser right now making the Falcons earn every trip to the line. Pretty good start here in the West Gym.
The SFU Clan currently lead 11-10 with 11:48 left to go in this first half. They'll take a timeout on the court. We'll do the same. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University, where the SFU Clan currently lead, narrow lead, 11-10 against the Seattle Pacific Falcons. SFU starting to figure out the Falcons' defense a little bit.
Yeah, a couple things that have worked for Simon Fraser so far. First of all, limiting the three ball. The Falcons only taken 3 attempts so far. And then also, despite the fact that Simon Fraser does have 6 turnovers, they've only allowed 4 points off those 6 turnovers. So at least doing a good job getting back defensively and recovering after turning the ball over.
The Seattle Pacific Falcons team does so many things so well, as Olsen misses his first free throw.
And you have to think over the course of this one, it's going to be a question of consistency. Can Simon Fraser keep up this tempo they've started with?
And they've adapted a little bit, coming up with cheeky little 2-pointers instead of going for 3. The Falcons defense always gets their hands and arms in the way. Spence now. Down to Miller. Miller hands back off to Spence. Spence, good look from 3. Heavily contested, but my goodness. Othniel Spence with 3.
And it's worth mentioning Spence, one of the 4 seniors going into this weekend. Big shot from the senior there.
Now Colosimo. Down low, El Marty spins, tries a shot, that's no good. That bounced around for a bit. Now a foul is called. And we'll be playing basketball.
And El Marty, the Morocco native, not too often that we see that in the GNAC, but good to have a little international flavor in this one.
Yeah, the transfer from Morocco, you have to wonder how they even found him at that point.
You know, basketball is truly a global game now, and guys playing everywhere.
Hanna now. Switches sides. Here's Miller. Miller. Good look. Now Penny. That's no good. Spence grabs the rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Hannon. Penny. Back to Spence. Spence almost lost the handle there. Now Hannon. Try to pass down low for Singh. That was picked off, and the Falcons come back the other way. Here's Kahn. Over to Cavill. Back up high to Kahn. Now Olsen, slowing things down, directing traffic. Olsen takes on Singh. Kicks it out. Now good look there from Colosimo, and he nails it. Can't give him that much time or that much space because he'll make no mistake every time. Penny, over to Hannon. Hannon, back to Miller. Up high to Singh. Singh takes it himself to the paint, and he lays in another 2. Jazz Singh using that height for good this game. Glosmo passes over, good look there from Khan, and he nails another 3.
Yeah, Miller's just got to close down more aggressively there. You know how dangerous SPU is from behind the arc, and far too much space.
Penny now, taking his time, over to Hannon. Hannon shakes off his check. Back up high for Spence. Spence. Try to get around his check, and a foul is called. It's coming into the game now for the Falcons, number 13, Devontae Moffitt, and number 21, Jacob Medjo. So we clan basketball now. It's Penny, try to pass down to Spence. Gets a pass, can't make the shot though. Now a bit of a wrestle for the ball. Falcons arguing about that one. Here's Cavill now in his own zone, looking for options. Now Khan. Hands it off to Moffitt. Pulls up from 2, can't get it to go. But big dunk from Harry Cavill.
Yeah, great follow-up there and superb athleticism, well above the rim.
Penny now across the line for the Clan. Which decides down low to Hannon. Hannon in the corner, back up high to Penny. Now Spence. Spence roaming the line. Steps back, good look from 3, and he nails it.
Great move there to create a little bit of space, and a nice response from Simon Fraser.
Same move we've seen Spence make all year long. Now Khan, down low, and here's another for Medjo. And a foul is called.
You sense Seattle Pacific with that dunk all of a sudden gaining a little bit of momentum here. Important couple of minutes for SFU.
So Medjo will go to the line now. The Bothell, Washington native. He hits his first one. Medjo hasn't played a whole lot this season. As Anderson comes back into the game, he'll replace number 3, Sharif Khan. He'll hit his second one as well. Here's Penny now, slowly across the line. Finds Spence. Spence. Havlik takes it himself to the paint. Tries a shot, that's no good. Penny follows up though, and another 2 for the Clan.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a foul there, but Penny cleans it up nonetheless.
Here's Moffitt now. Across the line. Over to Anderson. Anderson tried to pass, that was tipped out of bounds. It'll be Falcons basketball.
Nice denial from Hannon though. The more Simon Fraser can do to disrupt SPU's momentum, the better.
Now Moffitt back up high, fakes the pass. Rolls up to Cavill. Cavill backs into Spence. Now spins, takes a shot. He uses that height for another 2. Here's Penny now, back to Bellotta. Bellotta checking into the game for the first time. Here's Penny. Back to Bellotta. Takes it himself to the paint. Bounce pass to Spence. Good luck from 3. Can't get it to go. And the Falcons come back the other way. Here's Moffitt. Gets around his check. Try to pass. That was tipped. Broken up. And now Penny comes away with it. Penny. Over to Bellotta. Tried a shot there. Didn't quite work out. Back up high to Penny, who slows things down. Spence now. Hit fake now Miller. Peng down to Bellotta. Backs into his check. Doesn't get too far. Kicks it out to Hannon. Good look from 3. Can't get it to drop. Bit of a fight for the ball now. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee said that's Falcons basketball. Clan not too happy with that. So we'll take another timeout on the court. We'll do the same as your SFU Clan. Currently trailing now 23-21. 6:54 left to go in this first half.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University, where the SFU Clan currently trail the Seattle Pacific Falcons by a score of 23-21. And the Falcons, Sam, very good three-point shooting team. Haven't had a lot of opportunities so far tonight.
Yeah, only taken 5 shots from three-point range, although SPU is now at 50% for the game in overall shooting, so quietly sort of rounding into form. But overall, I think this first almost 15 minutes from Simon Fraser has been really positive, and they just got to try to close out the half on a high note here.
Here's Moffitt now for the Falcons. Stops up. Now drives it himself. Kicks it back out, and a foul is called. And it will be against the Falcons. SFU bench really campaigning for that call. So Penny will start out with it now. Crosses the line. Down to Roche. Roche. Try to hand off to Bellata. Slipped out of his hands. Now regains control. Steps back now. Bellata. Tried a shot. That was denied. The Falcons come away with it. Colosmo no. Over to Medjo. Good look from 3. Can't get it to drop. Spence grabs the rebound. Passes ahead to Penny. Penny with speed. Drives to the net. Can't get the shot to drop. Roche grabs the rebound though, and now Bellata. Spence fakes a shot, steps back. Over to Penny. Now Bellata. Bellata up high to Roche. Roche with a rare look from 3 there, can't get it to go.
He was working on his three-pointer pregame, so not surprised to see him take one there, actually.
Here's Moffitt now. Over to Cavill. Back to Moffitt. Moffitt at the corner. Good look from 3 for Anderson. Can't get it to drop. Spence off the rebound, now Bellata. Bellata backs out. Takes it to the paint, kicks it out to Hanna. Now Spence, good look from 3. Can't get it to go. As Moffitt came flying across to contest that one. Now here's Moffitt. Directing traffic. Here's Colosimo down low. And here's Cavill with another 2.
Yeah, and something we haven't seen a lot from the Falcons so far. Double screen up high and create some space in the paint.
Penny now to Bellata. Takes to the paint himself. Kind of lost control of it there, but regains control and passes out to Spence. Ken hands off to Spence once again, fakes a shot, brings it himself. Good little move there by Othniel Spence. My goodness, has he been cheeky tonight?
Yeah, do you think a guy like Spence is going to be inspired, this being senior weekend, final home games for Simon Fraser? And he's looked like he's ready for the moment tonight.
Moffitt now to the corner for Cavill. Good look from 3. That rattles around, but it drops. Clan now down by 5, 28-23. As Blata back up high for Roche. Roche hands it off to Penny. Penny to Spence. Spence almost lost control of it there. Now shoots from 3. Can't get it to go. Long lead pass now for Moffitt, who lays in another 2. Moffitt loving that.
Yeah, Moffitt very skilled in transition, finds himself a little bit of space, and then very sure finisher around the rim.
Here's Penny now, over to Bellotta. And Will Bellotta goes to the paint, gets in another 2. Strong move there from him. Here's Moffitt now, slowing things down a little bit. Over to Cavo. Now down low, Anderson spins, takes a shot, that's no good. Bit of a wrestle for the ball now. Looks like it will be Clan basketball. Now a timeout is called once again. We'll do the same as your Clan, currently down 30-25 with 3:02 remaining in the first half.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University, where the SFU Clan currently trail the Seattle Pacific Falcons by a score of 30-25. 3:02 left to go in this first half. The Falcons starting to find their rhythm a little bit here, Sam.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes to show why they're such a difficult team to contain, because you feel like they haven't played their best basketball and still with a 5-point lead. Ultimately, though, for Simon Fraser, it's been a good first half performance. Just need to continue to close out in the 3-ball, maybe limit some turnovers going forward. And Simon Fraser playing well here at home.
As we get back underway now, here's Singh back on the court, hands off. Bryson over the top for Singh. Big dunk from the big man.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen a Simon Fraser player get up here at home in the West Gym. Jazz Singh throws it down.
Moffitt now to Anderson. Hands it off to Cavo. Cavo tries a little floater 2-shot. Doesn't get it to go. Now a wrestle for the ball. And it will be Clan basketball. Now coming back on for the Falcons, Sharif Khan. He'll replace number 4, Harry Cavill.
And for Spence, that was his 4th rebound already tonight, so a good performance on the boards from the guard.
Spence always playing a little bigger than he actually is, only 6'1". You forget it sometimes. Here's Singh, spins, takes a shot, and he nails it.
Wow, very, very high degree of difficulty there. Had to double pump it, still finds a way to get it to go down.
Jazz Singh has been great so far tonight. Up to 13 points so far. Here's Moffitt. Kicks it across to Olsen. That's batted away by Jazz Singh. Falcons grab the rebound. Here's Moffitt. Moffitt gets around his check, lays up a little floater, and he nails that one. Provenzano now over the line. Down to Bryson. Bryson switches sides. Hands it off to Singh. Singh hands it off to Provenzano now. Over the top, back for Singh. Shot clock winding down now. Singh takes it himself. Tries a shot. Can't get it to drop. Now Singh tries it again. Can't get it to go. Maybe rushed that shot a little bit too much, as here's Moffat now. Hands it off. Good look from Anderson. Can't get it to go. That's swatted away, and here's Spence. Spence throws one up. Can't get it to go. Falcons grab the rebound, though, and slow things down. Under a minute remaining now.
2 trips in a row that Simon Fraser's been looking for a foul, nothing doing.
Here's Moffat. Another timeout is called with 47 seconds left and go in this first half. SFU Clan currently down 32-29. They'll take a timeout on the court. We'll do the same. We'll be back right after this.
Drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University after that quick break where the SFU Clan currently trail the Seattle Pacific Falcons by a score of 32-29. 47 seconds left to go in this first half.
And just talking a little bit about this Falcons team, it's amazing to think that for a team that's been as dominant as they have in the GNAC, only 2 seniors on the roster. So a bright future as well for this team.
Anderson now tried a shot. That's no good. Glenn grab the rebound, come away with it. Here's Penny now across the line. He's going to take his time. He directs traffic.
Yeah, no rush from Simon Fraser here. Do everything he can to wind down the clock.
Now Kiatipi's onto the court for the first time tonight. Steps back, finds Roche, who hands it off to Penny. Shot clock lying down. Penny now throws up a shot, can't get it to go. 15 seconds left as Moffat will wind down the clock. Here's Moffat, gets around his check, fires a pass over to Anderson. Good look from 3, and he nails it. Can't give Anderson that much time and space.
Yeah, and Anderson, one of the best three-point shooters in the nation, shooting almost 60% from beyond the arc, so not the guy you want to leave wide open. But overall, pretty good first half from Simon Fraser, lots to build on. One of the better games we've seen in the West Gym in quite a while here, so looking forward to the second half.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that stat is real. Shooting 60% from beyond the arc is Anderson. But we'll step away now for this little break. Your SFU Clan going to the second half trailing 35-29. We'll be back right after this. Hey, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University, where the SFU clan currently trail the Seattle Pacific Falcons coming into the second half by a score of 35-29. And Sam, the Falcons are starting to hit their groove a little bit, I can probably fairly say.
Yeah, absolutely. Really struggling from the field early on, now up to 46.4% shooting overall, 5 for 10 from three-point range. It's only a matter of time before a team like Seattle Pacific starts executing well offensively. But what Simon Fraser did was didn't let their defensive energy levels go down, didn't, deviate from the plan at the offensive end. Really good commitment from Simon Fraser to what the coaching points were, what they were trying to do. And we saw that pay off, keeping things close near the end of the end of the first half, in games where other times maybe Simon Fraser might have let things get away from them. They did a good job sticking in this one, and there's every opportunity for them to get things back on track in the second half. Simon Fraser's Jasdeep Singh, 10 points so far, a real force inside in the paint. He's been positive. Othniel Spence, the senior, shooting well from the three-point arc. A lot of positives to take from that first half, and obviously probably some adjustments as well, just to try to shore things up a little bit going forward here.
And you mentioned Jazz Singh, a big reason why the SFU clan are still in this game so far tonight, 10 points. How has he grown so far this year?
Well, I think if you look at maybe a bit of growth specifically tonight, he's getting back to what he was doing early on in the season really well, which is going in the post, dominating his man one-on-one, creating easy shots for himself. And then you see the three-point shot may open up in the second half because you've created that space in the paint for yourself. And for Jazz, it's just about remembering what his strengths are and making sure to use those game in and game out.
And the Falcons a big three-point shooting team, and they didn't get a whole lot of chances early, but they're starting to get a few more looks rather. And they're 5 for 10 so far tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Devontae Moffett as well. He's a dangerous player in transition. He's the one guy who kind of provides something a little bit different offensively for Seattle Pacific, and they want just enough of that balance, just enough of that threat inside or threat in transition to open up the three-point looks for them.
As we get back underway here, we'd like to welcome all our viewers watching live on YouTube and Stretch Internet. Interact with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the hashtag #RepTheLeaf. As Moffett starts out here for the Falcons, slowly across the line. Taking his time. Over to Colosimo. Colosimo. Over to Covell. Down at the corner. Now Covell fakes a shot. Down to Anderson. Anderson takes to the paint himself. Back up high to Covell. Now Anderson, good look from three, and he nails it.
And so exactly the way the first half ended, the second half will start.
Anderson picking up where he left off there. Here's Provenzano. Over to Hannon. Hannon back to Provenzano. Steps back, looking for options now. Back up high to Hannon. Singh fakes a shot, now steps back, takes it. Can't get the three to go. That rattled around a little bit, thought about it, but didn't drop.
And ultimately, that's a great shot from Singh. Just unfortunate not to see it go down.
Colosimo now. Looking for options, finds Anderson. Up high to Moffett. Moffett now gets around his check, dishes out. Good look from Colosimo. Can't get it to go. Singh grabs the rebound, comes back to the ring. Provenzano now. Backing up. Hands it off to Hannon. Now Julian Rocha up high. Casually over to Singh. Now Provenzano. Crossed up his man. Fires a pass over to Spence. Good look from three. Can't get it to go. Falcons come quickly away with it here. Colosimo. Hard to the net. Can't get the shot to drop. They're arguing for the foul. They may have had a point on that one. Here's Moffett now. Drives to the paint, can't get it to go. Now Anderson picks up the leftovers. And finally, Falcons on their fourth or fifth attempt there. Fojan lays in another two.
And for a Simon Fraser team that needs to assert their authority on the glass, to give up 2, 3, 4 second chance opportunities, probably not what they're looking for.
Here's Hannon now. Over to Provenzano. Provenzano into the middle for Roche, looking for options, finds Spence on the outside. Spence, good pick there by Roche. Tries a pass to Roche, and that's picked off. The Falcons come away with it. Here's Moffat now, gets around his man. Fires a pass back, and Fullerton with another 2.
And so now all of a sudden with a 7-0 start to the corner, the half, pardon me, for Seattle Pacific, if you're Simon Fraser, just get it into the post, slow things down, don't let it get away from you too much. You got plenty of time to get back in this one, but not the start, obviously, that SFU is looking for to the second half.
Good move there by head coach Steve Hansen to kind of slow things down a little bit as he's giving it to his team beside us here. You might be able to hear some of the audio in the background here, but we'll step away as they take a timeout in the court. We'll do the same. Clan down 42-29.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Hey, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University, where the SFU Clan currently trail the Seattle Pacific Falcons by a score of 42-29 with 17:26 left to go in this second half. SFU Clan needed to call that timeout there, just regroup a little bit as the Falcons went on a bit of a run there.
And a couple substitutions here for Simon Fraser. Graham Miller checking into the game.
Here's Spence now. Switches sides, finds Hannon. Hannon fires over to Miller. Miller hands off to Spence. Trying to make some space for himself. Now takes a shot. Can't get the floater to drop. Falcons now. Long lead pass to Moffat. Moffat takes it himself. Drives to the paint. Can't get it to go. That was blocked. Now a foul is called. It looks like number 24, Anderson, will be going to the line now. As Anderson hits his first shot. Kelso, Washington native.
And for Simon Fraser so far in the second half, as much as they haven't played maybe the way they would want to, a couple bad breaks as well, an in-and-out three-pointer, just crashing the glass defensively and offensively, but haven't seemed to get on the end of them. And so hopefully that'll turn around a bit for them, as well as maybe their levels just going up a little bit.
Here's Provenzano now. Looking for options. Pick set by Miller there. Doesn't do a whole lot of good. Now Provenzano pulls up. Can't get the shot to drop. Spence grabs the rebound and lays in another 2. Good, big, strong power move there from number 0, Othniel Spence.
And Spence with his 5th rebound tonight. Force on the glass so far. Impressive performance.
Here's Moffat back the other way for the Falcons. Contested by Spence. Fires it across now. Good look from Anderson. Can't get the shot to drop. Or rather, Cavill. Not Anderson. I just assume it's Anderson in that corner spot all the time, taking all those threes. Now Provenzano pulls up. Can't get the shot to go. Falcons grab the rebound, come back the other way. Moffat slowly across the line. Dishes to the corner. Colosimo try to drive there. Ball goes out of bounds. Another timeout on the floor is called. We'll do the same, as your SFU Clan currently trail 44-31 with 15:57 left to go in this second half.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University with the SFU Clan trailing the Seattle Pacific Falcons 44-31 with 15:57 left to go in this second half. We'd like to welcome all our viewers watching live on YouTube and Stretch Internet. Interact with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the hashtag #RepTheLeaf.
For Simon Fraser, a bit surprising, pardon me there, Matt. Not a single trip to the free throw line yet tonight, so no shooting fouls called against Seattle Pacific so far.
That is a staggering number as here's Moffitt now, steps back, good look from three, and he nails it. Can't give Moffitt that much time and space, he'll make no mistake every time.
Yeah, and all his scoring's been inside so far tonight, but showing off the range as well.
He saw an opportunity and took it. Here's Jazz Singh now. Hands it off to Spence. Drives the net. Under the net, a little reverse layup there, if you want to call it, whatever that was.
All I can really say is Spence most certainly came to play tonight.
A good look from not Anderson, rather, Olsen, who nails that shot. Falcons playing a game of anything you can do, I can do better. Here's Provenzano, over to Spence. Now down low to Jazz Singh. Jazz Singh backs into his check, loses control of the basketball. And it will remain Clan basketball. So Sharif Khan, number 3, will check back into the game now with the Falcons. He'll replace number 4, Harry Cavill. Provenzano now over the top for Singh. Singh drives himself, looking for options. Took a shot himself under the net. Now the whistle goes.
Yeah, the Falcons doing a better job responding to Jazz Singh's post play here early in the second half. A bit of a different tack defensively.
Here's Singh now. Up by to Spence, steps back, good look from 3, and he nails it. Didn't call but bank on that one, but Othniel Spence didn't have a whole lot of time. Neither a whole lot of space. Moffitt now, drives himself, stops up, passes back to Olsen. Olsen switches sides, hands off to Sharif Khan. Now Moffitt, try to cross up his check, that's no good. Here's Sharif Khan, good look from 3. Can't get it to drop. Now a bit of a fight for the basketball now. Ball goes out of bounds and it will be Falcons basketball. Coming back into the game now, number 22, Gabe Colosimo. He'll replace Moffitt. Olsen now to the corner for Colosimo. Takes a walk back up high. Hands back off to Olsen. Olsen steps back, trying to fake out his check, but that tries a pass. That's intercepted by Jazz Singh. Comes back the other way, can't hit the easy layup. Now to the corner, good look from Colosimo, and he nails another 3.
Yeah, that's a tough sequence for Simon Fraser right there. 5-point swing in a matter of seconds.
Provenzano now directing traffic. His team find themselves down 53-36. 13.5 minutes left to go in this one. Now Singh down low. Try behind the back pass for Spence. Don't think he was really expecting that one. Falcons come away with it. Now a dunk is tried there by number 21, Medjo. A big block from Jazz Singh. Medjo was down for a while, but seems to be okay now.
Yeah, and you wonder with the severity of that incident if they are going to take a look at the monitor here for a flagrant foul. You understand what Miller was trying to do, just go up aggressively and deny the shot, but I think they might be taking a look here.
Yeah, looks like we'll indeed take a look here. Head coach Steve Hansen not too thrilled about that one.
And for Simon Fraser, as much as this second half, the start of it at least, hasn't been what you wanted, you have to give credit to Seattle Pacific as well. They're a top team in Division II men's basketball. Most certainly the top team in the GNAC, already clinched up their playoff spot. And the Falcons are just taking things to another level here in the second half. They're really spreading the ball around, attacking the paint, hitting on their threes, and just playing really good, solid, balanced basketball. And this is a team that rolls pretty deep into the rotation as well. All kinds of guys getting involved, a young team still learning. It's going to be an exciting team to watch here for years to come in the GNAC, and you hope that a team like Simon Fraser can learn from playing Seattle Pacific and take that experience and, you know, push themselves to the kind of level that they're capable of. Because really, tonight, especially in the first half, Simon Fraser's performance has been about as good as we've seen in a while here in the West Gym, and that's good to see overall. And hopefully they can continue to battle here in the second half.
And they have been slipping up a little bit lately, but to your point there, I was going to say the exact same thing. Seattle Pacific is not a powerhouse team that relies just on 1 or 2 stars to carry them through games. I mean, they have a deep roster, and they use them to their full advantage.
And so we get word here that it is going to remain a common foul, so no flagrant on Graham Miller there. And ultimately, I think the right call, an incident that at the end of the day looked worse than it was, just the way he fell down in the lane, but I don't think any real malicious intent there.
I'd like to welcome all our viewers watching live on YouTube and Stretch Internet. Interact with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the hashtag RepBelief. We get back underway here. Medjo goes to the line. He hits his first shot. As Jazz Singh comes out of the game now in favor of Wilfred Balata, rather. He hits his second one as well. Falcons lengthening their lead a little bit here. Now lead 55-36. Just over 13 minutes left to go in this second half. Miller now looking for options, finds Provenzano. Provenzano cuts to the middle. Try to pass over to the side to Miller. That was broken up, and the Falcons come back the other way. Now Olsen. Kahn, back to Olsen. Back to Kahn. Kahn now drives to the paint, trips for a bit there, regains possession of the basketball though, kicks it out. Now Kahn back up to Olsen. Olsen steps back, try to pass, that was tipped, but does make it way to a Falcon. And Medjo tried a shot, doesn't get it to go. Now good look from Bryson, can't get it 3 to drop. Bryson had all sorts of time and space there, but can't get the shot to go. Now a foul is called. So it will be Falcon basketball now.
Go. Get matched up. Get matched up.
Now here's Medjo. Up high to Olsen. Down low for Anderson. Anderson in the paint, spins, takes a shot, and he makes no mistake.
Yeah, pretty decent interior defense from Drew Bryson there. Just matched up against a taller player, nothing he could really do. Better shot.
Spence now. Trying to cross up his check, steps back, passes to Miller. Miller, Provenzano, back to Miller. Now Spence up high. Spence fakes a shot, gets around his check, kicks it out to Provenzano, takes it himself, tries a little floater, and he nails that one.
Yeah, we've seen that over and over and over again during Provenzano's career. His touch on those little floating shots about as good as anyone in the GNAC.
Colosimo now, over to Kahn. Kahn. Olsen now. Takes it himself to the paint, pulls up. The shot rolls around a little bit. Eventually did not find the bottom of the basket. Provenzano now crosses up his check. Kicks out to Bryson. Bryson to Balata. Now Spence, good look from 3. He nails it. My goodness, off Spence, have yourself a game.
Yeah, and all of a sudden a little more swagger from Simon Fraser here. Some nice dribble moves from Provenzano, a couple no-look passes. I think Simon Fraser gaining a bit of momentum back. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Olsen now, again, anything you can do, I can do better. And Olsen kind of squashes that momentum.
Yeah, the Falcons always seem to have a response. That's what makes them so good.
Provenzano now. Over to Bryson. Bryson. And a foul is called, and it will be against the Clan. Another timeout is called. We'll do the same as the SFU Clan currently trail by a score of 59-41 with 10:50 left to go in the second half.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University with the SFU Clan. Currently trail by a score of 59-41 against the Seattle Pacific Falcons. The Clan just when it seems they get a bit of a roll going, Falcons always have an answer.
Yeah, and Seattle Pacific doubling up Simon Fraser in the second half so far, 24-12. And I think two keys, the Falcons haven't allowed a single point off a turnover so far today, and they also haven't allowed Simon Fraser to the free throw line once. So when you do those two things so well, it's going to be hard to surrender a lead.
Here's Cavill now, down low. El Marty spins, trying to find his check. And here's Khan, and he finishes.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of steps in the paint there, but no foul called.
Here's Spence now, fakes a shot. Now takes a shot. Could look from three, and my goodness.
Othniel Spence up to 21 points now, cooking from deep as well. That's 5 for 9 now from beyond the arc.
He's been good on both sides of the ball so far tonight, even for a smaller guy. Only 6'1". He leads the team in defensive rebounds as well. Here's Khan now. Got a pounce pass down low. That's picked off. Here's Spence back across the line. Spence takes it himself and lays in another two. So here's Moffitt. Over to Cavill. Khan now up high. Pass to El Marty. El Marty down to Olsen. Back to El Marty. Backs into his check. Tried a shot and a spin. That pass was picked off. And here's Provenzano. Nifty behind the back. Move there to Spence. Good look from three. Can't get it to drop.
You knew the moment the ball was handed off there, Spence was going to have a look. And the way he's been shooting it tonight, you really can't blame him.
Here's Moffitt now, slowing things down a little bit. Moffitt drives the paint himself, gets the basket and the foul. Checking back into the game now, number 22, Gabe Colosimo. He replaces number 3, Sharif Khan. And Moffitt hits his free throw.
And head coach Steve Hansen and Michael Provenzano there discussing the defensive switch. And I think Provenzano feeling like, what else was I supposed to do? Kind of caught in between man there and just a victim of the foul at the end of the day.
Number 24, Shaw Anderson, comes back on the court now to replace number 14, Mehdi El Mari.
You know, we've seen the Devontae Moffitt's athleticism's really caused some problems for Simon Fraser. Just when they seem to have an answer defensively, he gets himself open in the lane, and gets a foul or an and one or some kind of play.
Kiatipis now trips but regains control of the basketball. Kiatipis takes it himself and a foul is called. And it will be against the Falcons. Clan still in a bit of a hole now, down 64-46. It's Provenzano directing traffic. Takes on his check. Dishes over to Spence. Spence fakes a shot, gets around his man. Now goes to the paint, tries a shot. That's no good. Clan bench asking for a foul.
Despite the miss, you see the kind of respect that Spence's three-pointers garnered tonight was really bitten the shot fake there.
Moffitt drove hard on that one, couldn't get the shot to drop. Now Kiatipi's back the other way, and he gets the basket and the harm.
And with Wilfred Bellotta struggling a little bit tonight, Matt Kiatipis, who has not seen a lot of action this year, getting into the game, and great play there.
It's Kiatipis, the Newmarket, Ontario native. Go to the line now.
And Matt's a raw athlete. You see him pregame throwing down some pretty impressive dunks. It's just his game maybe needs a little bit of polish, but certainly the physical tools are there for the youngster.
Kiatipis have seen action in 12 games this year. Hasn't started one, of course, but making his presence known in this one, but misses his free throw, rather. Here's Moffitt once again. Hands off to Olsen. Olsen hands back off to Moffitt. Now Moffitt in the paint. Steps back, tries a shot, and he nails it. Bounced around a little bit, but it dropped. And now the SFU Clan are down a bit more of a hole. 66-48 with 7:30 left to go in this second half.
Yeah, that's just incredible touch in the lane there, fading away with one hand, spinning around. Hard to stop that.
Provenzano now. Try to dribble under the basket, went out of bounds. All right, so we'll take yet another timeout on the court. We'll do the same as the SFU Clan, currently down 66-48 with 7:27 left to go in the second half. All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University, where the SFU Clan are currently trailing Seattle Pacific Falcons by a score of 66-48, 7:27 left to go in this second half. And Clan just can't seem to get anything going.
Yeah, and I mean, really, Othniel Spence has been the sole productive source of offense, especially here in the second half. Spence up to 23 points, 5 for 10 from three-point range. Also leading the team in rebounding with 6 rebounds.
Only other player in double digits so far is Jazz Singh, who has just barely 10. Now Olsen for the Falcons. Over to Moffitt. Moffitt, contested by Singh. Now stops up, pushes back up high to Olsen. Olsen now takes to the paint, kicks it out, number 22, Colosimo. Good look, or can't get the shot to drop. Provenzano now, behind the back pass for Singh, fakes a shot, now Kiatipis in the corner. Kiatipis, back to Singh, good look from 3, and he nails it.
Singh's been pretty quiet in the second half, so good to see a shot go down. Simon Fraser still battling here. It's a tall hill to climb, but decent amount of time left still.
Starting to chip away that lead maybe just a little bit. As now Cavill, back to Olsen. Down to the corner. Now Cavill once again down low. And he gets a shot to go and the harm. So Harry Cavill will go to the line once again. The Kaiser Oregon native.
And Cavill just with 9 points tonight, but seems like his impact's been a lot bigger than that. Big dunk, a couple key plays, couple and ones. Impact player, even if it doesn't say so on the stat sheet.
Cavill hits his free throw. Great free throw shooter, shooting 83% so far this year. Here's Provenzano now. Slowly across the line. Finds Giatipis. Giatipis. Down to Singh. Fights his way through the crowd. Tries a shot that doesn't drop. But he does draw the foul. So Jazz Singh making his presence known in this game.
Looks like a bit of an equipment issue here. I'm not sure exactly what the source of it is.
I think that the referee is saying that he has blood on his shirt. He got a hand in the face on that last play in his own end. But he said, it's not on my jersey, it's just on my undershirt. And so he's making the argument that, well, I can keep playing then.
Yeah, all he's got to do is take the undershirt off and he can head to the free throw line. And it looks like that's what's going to happen here.
Giving the crowd a bit of a show on his way back.
Yeah, and Simon Fraser now, through Kia TP, is now Singh. Their first couple trips to the line of the night. And it really just goes to show how disciplined Seattle Pacific has been, even if there have been a couple 50-50 calls. To stay that well out of foul trouble has been impressive.
As he nails his first shot. Jazz Singh shooting 70% coming into this one from the line. He's been a force for most of tonight. And he hits the second one as well. Coming back onto the court now for the Falcons. Number 3, Sharif Khan. To replace number 13, Moffitt. And onto the court now for the Clan. Othniel Spence. And Matt Giatipis will come off the court. Good showing there for the youngster. Here's Anderson starting back off with the Falcons. Over to Olsen. Olsen steps back to Anderson. Kahn. Down low. Here's Cavill. Cavill takes it himself under the hoop. 3-man, but still makes some space for himself and draws the basket.
Yeah, it looked like he backed himself into a proverbial corner there, but found a way to get some space underneath the basket.
Spence now tried a shot. That was blocked and a foul was called, and Spence will go to the line. Clan still down 71-53. Just over 5.5 minutes left to go in this second half. As Spence misses his first free throw. Spence, the Markham Montero native. We heard a rumor earlier that he may have some family in the crowd tonight, putting on a bit of a show for them.
Yeah, I believe so. Obviously, senior weekend coming up here, so there'll be some recognition prior to Saturday night's game, so be sure to either be here in person or check out the stream for that. Looking forward to it.
Putting on a show for mom and dad tonight is Othniel Spence. Now the other way, here comes Olsen. Tries a shot, that's no good. Falcons bench screaming for a foul to be called on that one. Here's Singh now, good luck from 3, and he nails it. Jazz Singh starting to come alive again.
Yeah, he's a streaky scorer, and all he needs to see is the ball go in the basket once or twice to start to feel it again. So a couple threes.
Now Pangy stole the basketball there, but a foul is called. Much to the RA, the SFU Clan bench, and the crowd for that matter.
And it looked like a pretty clean play there, but tough break for Simon Fraser.
A lot of boos and arms raised here in the West Gym. And as a result, number 4, Harry Cavill, will go to the line once again. Cavill hits his shot. Fans still giving to the referees here. And Cavill hits his second one as well. Falcons now hold a 73-57 lead. 5 minutes left to go. Provenzano now drives net himself. Can't get the shot to drop. Falcons grab the rebound though. Come back the other way. Here's Olsen. Down to Kahn. Fires a pass down the middle to Cavill, who lays in another 2.
Yeah, it's really nice ball movement from Kahn.
Singh. Jumper 3, and he nails that one too. A timeout is called here by the SFU Clan. We'll take a timeout as well. It's a Clan now down 75-60 with 4:33 remaining in the second half. All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University, where the SFU Clan currently trail the Seattle Pacific Falcons by a score of 75-60. 4:33 left to go in the second half. The Falcons and the Clan are playing a bit of a game of anything you can do, I can do better. One team goes on a streak, and the other team comes right back and goes on a streak of their own.
Yeah, and Simon Fraser, after surrendering so many points early on in the second half, just been struggling to get that lead down under 10 or 12, a reachable number, and Seattle Pacific lays another one in there.
Yeah, Harry Cavill's been a force all night tonight. Kaiser Oregon native. Here's Bryson now, takes it himself, tries a layup, that doesn't go. Hit the back piece, and now the Falcons come away with it. Olsen now. Switches sides. Long lead pass down low for Anderson. Lays in another 2. Yet another Seattle Pacific player who's been an absolute force tonight is Anderson. Provenzano now pulls up. He nails down the floater. Steve Hansen telling his team from the bench that he needs 3s, and he's right because his team is down. Here's Olsen now. Now a foul is called. It will be against Clan. Another timeout is called. On the floor, we'll do the same. Your SFU Clan currently down 79-62 with 3:24 remaining in the second half.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
All right, welcome back everyone to the West Gym up at Simon Fraser University with the SFU Clan. Have a bit of a hole to dig out of here. Down 79-62 with 3:24 remaining in the second half.
Yeah, and Seattle Pacific's really been in high gear in this second half. Already 44 points after scoring just 35 in the first half. And also something that Simon Fraser probably won't be happy with. They're now trailing in the rebounding matchup. SPU has 29 rebounds. Simon Fraser with just 26, and that's something that gave them a lot of success early on in this one, for Simon Fraser that is, but hasn't been so successful in the second half.
Terry Campbell now, who's had an absolutely terrific game, comes to the line. And you mentioned it earlier, but this Seattle Pacific team is just so deep and so good all around. There's not one superstar player or two superstar players that carry them through every game.
No, and you can see a 20-point performance from almost any one of the top 8 guys in their rotation on any given night, and you can probably rely on 10 to 15 from almost everyone else.
Provenzano now. Stepping back, looking for options. That pass is tried. This ball comes to our broadcast location. Made me flinch. Provenzano now. Into the corner for Spence, pulls up, fakes a shot, now takes it. Penny grabs a rebound. If that shot was no good, Provenzano now nails a 3.
Provenzano's first 3 of the night, first one he attempted as well. A little surprised there in that possession to see Othniel Spence miss and Provenzano make.
Another foul here is called against the Clan.
Yeah, Simon Fraser again trying to create something in the backcourt, getting aggressive, and another opportunity where the officials intervened and head coach Steve Hansen right in front of us, not very pleased with that. And you have to say that the fouling overall has definitely favored Seattle Pacific tonight. But that's something we've seen from Simon Fraser this year. They do tend to get into a bit of foul trouble. It's something they do have to fight against.
Yeah, head coach Steve Hansen, as you said, not too thrilled with that, and neither is the crowd here in this West Gym. Really giving it to the officials here.
Well, it's tough when at that last timeout, Seattle Pacific's already up to 15 attempts from the line on the night, and Simon Fraser just has 5, and fans notice that.
As Moffitt hits his second attempt as well. And Provenzano comes away with it. Provenzano. Under 3 minutes remaining now in the second half. Here's Bryson. Bryson back to Provenzano. Pulls up from 3, can't get it to go. Penny, though, grabs a rebound. Over to the corner for Singh. Now Spence, good look from 3. Can't get it to drop. Fight for the rebound now. Jazz Singh comes away with it. Singh pulls up from 3, another missed 3.
And there's some good ball movement there from Penny and Singh on that possession. Good look, but again, just Simon Fraser haven't quite been able to hit some key shots when they need to, and ultimately that hasn't helped them in the second half.
Moffitt now backing into his check. Gets around Singh now. Back up high to Anderson. Anderson down low for Cavill. Lays in another 2. Provenzano now. Into the paint. Over to Bryson. Good luck from 3. That hits the back piece and all the way out. Now another foul is called against Othniel Spence. And number 1, Matt Kiadipis, the youngster, lining up to come back in. Number 24, Shaw Anderson will go to the line once again. Kelso, Washington native. As he misses his first shot. Rare miss there from Anderson.
And another thing that was a little bit of an issue for Simon Fraser tonight is you've got 2 players over 20 points in Singh and Spence, but no one else even in double digits. Actually, I believe Michael Provenzano might be just over 10 now, but not the balanced scoring that you need against a team like Seattle Pacific.
Especially when Seattle Pacific has so many big scorers on their team. Here's Penny now. Back up high to Provenzano. Pulls up from 2. He knocks that one down. Moffitt now having some trouble in his own zone. Gets it ahead to Olsen. Olsen now, and Kiatipis fouls him. So Brayton Olsen will go to the line once again, the Westland, Oregon native.
Yeah, it was pretty good aggressive defense from Kiatipis there. Didn't look like his hands were in too tight, but foul called nonetheless.
As Olsen misses his first shot. Coming to the game now is Medjo once again. and number 22, Colosimo. They replace number 13, Moffitt, and number 24, Shaw Anderson. As Olsen hits his second shot. Minute and a half remaining now for the SFU clan. Provenzano still has some urgency in his game. Into the corner now for Penny. Good luck from three, can't get it to drop. Olsen grabs a rebound. Having some trouble in his own zone. Trips. Ball comes loose. And Olsen looks like he's hurt down on the floor. Holding his shoulder as he comes up. Penny now. Up ahead to Bryson. Kiatipis, Singh. Good ball movement here from the clan. Provenzano now gets around his check. Can't knock down the two.
And you have to love Bryson and Kiatipis, so aggressive in the backcourt. Don't get a lot of minutes, but have come on late on tonight and put in some pretty good performances.
Here's Olsen up high now. Taking some more time off the clock. This game is winding down here. 30 seconds left to go in the second half. He's lays in another two.
And if you're Drew Bryson, I mean, that's about as good as you can do defensively. You stayed straight up and made him take a heavily contested shot, but just better make there.
Now a pass from Bryson was broken up. Now back to Penny. Good luck from three. That's in and out. Rolled around, thought about it. It's no good.
So now Seattle Pacific can hold here, shot clock off.
Clock winds down now. Both benches stand up. They know what's about to happen. And it will be a Seattle Pacific victory. They take this one 88-67, and SFU Clan at times looked like they were more than in it and looked very competitive, but just couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, and for Simon Fraser, this is a tough one because mathematically things were already very difficult for Simon Fraser to be a part of the playoff picture. Now it's looking ever and ever more unlikely that they will be in this year. But you have to say that what you saw from Simon Fraser in that first half was positive. They went toe-to-toe with the top team in the GNAC. Really showed, I think, at times how good of a team they can be. And so hopefully we'll see more of that throughout the rest of this year and into next year right here in the West Gym.
And as you mentioned before, they had a couple good individual performances from most notably Spence and Singh, but just wasn't quite enough to get it all done. That about does it for us here. We'd like to thank all our viewers who joined us live on YouTube and Stretch Internet.
And we just want to mention as well, obviously, senior night for Simon Fraser graduating seniors this Saturday in the West Gym. There'll be some presentations pregame for those seniors. There's some good alumni giveaways, some discounts, lots of good promotions, so be sure to come out to the West Gym on Saturday night.
All right, we'll have the next game for you here, same time, same place on Saturday evening as the Clan take on the St. Martin's University Saints. But for now, we'll say goodnight from the West Gym.